Здорово, с вами Леха, и мы продолжаем проходить игру Mass Effect 2. И в этой серии мы пойдем искать Талли. Ту самую, которую мы встречали в первой части. Полетели. Нам к ретранслятору. Полетели. Планета находится под контролем гетов. Высаживаемся. Возьмем тебя и тебя. Изучить.
Shepard, our data indicates that Tali is somewhere in these ruins. There is considerable geth activity and an environmental hazard. Solar output has overwhelmed Hestrom's protective magnetosphere. Exposure to direct sunlight will damage your shields.
Местная температура благоприятствует для приобретения загара. Щиты падают. Как печально. Аптечек у нас мало. Побежали.
So we'll fight from the shade, but no hiding.
Закрыто. Доступ к Кэл'Ригар, спецназ мигрирующего флота. Трофеи. 3000 кредиток. Двигаемся.
Dropship incoming.
Началось веселье. Вперед. Щита нет. Ну где же ты? Черт.
I'll put them down.
Пока что тихо. Пошли собирать трофеи. Патроны. Сюда залезть не дают. Сходим наверх. Тут у нас ничего нет. Я вот не пойму, где там стреляют. Черт его знает. Прощай. Черт, нет патронов.
Impact shot!
Гранату.
Impact shot! Worthless.
Еще один.
On the ground, now!
Черт, черт, черт.
I'm taking fire.
Меняем оружие.
I'll put them down.
Goodbye. Пошли, спустимся вниз. Здесь где-то была аптечка.
This should come in handy.
Улучшение для пистолета. Патроны. Надо обыскивать все эти закутки. Может быть, найдем что-нибудь полезное.
There's gotta be a better way through here. We're burning up.
Бежим.
They're through my shield.
Посмотрим. Так. Здесь я был. А вот здесь у нас что? Прощай. То есть здесь мы не пройдем.
Break. One, this is Leader Kэл'Rigar. Do you copy? The guest sent a dropship towards up 2. Talli'Zora is secure, but we need backup. We're bunkered up here. Can you send support?
Пистолет, пулемет и ярость. Ну, стреляет, конечно, быстро, но не метко.
Op 1, this is Squad Leader Kэл'Rigar. Come in. Over.
This is Commander Shepard of the Normandy. I passed a lot of dead quarians on the way in. You're the first survivors I found.
Damn. Wait. Shepard? Inspector Tally worked with? Oh, don't know why you're here, but right now any organic is a welcome sight. Patch your radio into channel 617 Theta. We were on a stealth mission, high risk. We found what we were after. The Geth found us. They've got us pinned down. Can't get to our ship. Can't transmit data through the solar radiation.
What's the status of your team? How many of you are left?
We were a small squad, dozen Marines plus the science team. We're down to half strength now. Made the synthetic bastards pay for it, though.
What brought you this deep into Geth-controlled space?
You're asking the wrong person, Shepard. I just point and shoot. Something about the sun. It's going bad faster than it should. Some kind of energy problem.
Any idea where the Geth came from?
One of their patrol ships found us. Dropships started raining Geth down on our heads before we could get off world. Systems under Geth control. We knew they made planetary sweeps periodically. We hoped going low emissions would hide us.
Do we have to worry about the Geth sending in reinforcements?
I don't think so. Their patrol ship hasn't lifted off again. The radiation blocks all off-world communication.
How are you holding up? We can be there in a few minutes.
Take it slow and careful. Direct sunlight fries your shields all to hell. We're bunkered down at base camp across the valley. I left Talli'Zora at a secure shelter, then doubled back to hold the choke point. Getting Tally out safely is our top priority. If you can extract her, we'll keep him off you.
You're gonna throw your life away for research?
Negative. I'm gonna give my life for the migrant fleet, all the difference in the world. I'm no tech expert, Shepard. I'm a Marine. They tell me to shoot. I shoot. They said to protect Tally and the data. You get him out safe. I've done my job.
You've got confirmation that the Geth haven't reached Tally yet?
Affirmative. Left my best men with her. When you get here, you can talk to her on the comm. Every Marine on this rock is sworn to protect Talli'Zora. Long as one of us is still drawing air, she'll be safe.
Hold position. We'll hit their back ranks.
Wait, watch your ass. We got a dropship coming in. Crap, doorway's blocked. Grab the demo charges in the buildings nearby. Use them to clear a path.
Shepard, I have scanned the area and located the demolition charges the Quarian commander mentioned.
Put it on my radar.
Done. You will need both sets of charges to clear the rubble.
Sit down! One more! Burn and die!
Прощай. Пиши письма. Я хотел попробовать новый пистолет. Не успел. Обидно.
yet. Time to fight. Impact shot. That only is gone. Quarian said there's charges out
Требуется
here.
взрывчатка.
We can blow through this.
Пошли искать. Расстояние
Yeah,
слишком
right on your
большое.
ass.
Я до пистолета. Пошли вперед. Блин, да это пулемет, считай. Мне он нравится. Гранату.
On the ground now.
Черт! Черт! Шепард, вали! Вали!
One more. Impact shot.
С этого оружия можно стрелять, не целясь.
My shields are down.
Но зато убойная мощь хорошая.
On the ground now.
Собираем патроны. Закрыто. Взрывчатка.
We need a core sample to get a timeline on the rate of radiation increase, but our equipment keeps dying on us. Shepard once used a mining laser to clear some rubble back on Therum. Maybe I can do something similar with demolition charges.
Еще одна аптечка.
Watch your back.
Здесь можно укрыться. Гранату. Еще гранату. Черт, черт. Меняем патроны. С ног сбиваем. Молодец. Прощай. меняем патроны.
Here they come.
Перезаряжай.
Yeah, right on your ass. Hell yeah.
Путь расчищен. Стоит сходить наверх. Забираем патроны.
It's next to impossible to get accurate solar measurements. The radiation keeps burning out our equipment. This sun shouldn't be like this. It was stable a few hundred years ago. Stars don't die that quickly.
Закрыто.
It's next to impossible to get accurate solar measurements. The radiation keeps burning out our equipment. This sun shouldn't be like this.
Бежим.
It was stable a few hundred years ago. Stars don't die that quickly.
Панацелин. Тупичок. Осталось сходить в эту дыру. Еще панацелин. Элементы питания. Все. Можно начинать.
It's no good. Let's head left and flank. One more.
Ща рванет. Отлично.
On the ground.
Прощай. Патроны кончились. Это печально. Это даже не печально, чертовски плохо. Черт! Отступаем. Пошли собирать трофеи. Патроны нам пригодятся.
Send it to the sky.
Отходим.
Might want to move. Пошли осмотримся. Quarian buildings are built tough. I bet this is all from before the Geth uprising.
Why do we care? Anyone choosing to come here should be on their own.
Тали'Зора to base camp. Come in base camp.
Сбой системы, пожалуйста, запросите дистанционную активацию двери. Трофей. Разобрана винтовка гетов.
This is valuable.
Тали'Зора to base camp. Come in base camp.
Еще трофеи.
Our ancestors walked these halls with uncovered heads. The sun must have been normal back then. So much space, walls of stone. It's amazing. I wish my friends could see it. I wish Shepard were here. Talli'Zora to base camp. Come in base camp.
Сейф.
Talli'Zora to base camp. Come in base camp.
6000 кредиток.
Talli'Zora to base camp. Come in base camp. Hello? Is anyone there?
Tally, it's Shepard. I'm sorry. Everyone here is dead. Any survivors must have fallen back.
We knew this mission was high risk. Damn it. And what are you doing here, Shepard? We're in the middle of Geth space.
I've got a mission, remember? It's dangerous, but you don't seem averse to high-risk missions these days.
I'll discuss the mission as soon as the gunfire dies down. Kэл'Rigar and what's left of the Marines got me into the observatory. From where you are, it's through the door and across the field. I got the data I needed and I'm safe for now, but I've got a lot of Geth outside.
Is anyone else still with you, or are you alone out there?
Rhaegar had a team of Marines covering me when I ran for the observatory. At least some of them are still alive. I can hear them firing at the gate outside.
Would it help if I brought in the Normandy?
Doubtful. These buildings are centuries old. If you bring down heavy fire, this whole place could collapse on us.
What's this research you're after?
It's about this world's sun. It's aging faster than it should. I can tell you more about it once we've got fewer geths shooting at us.
It looks like somebody sealed the door against the geth and the console is damaged. Can you get it open on your end?
Let me see. Yes, I can do it. Here. Should be unlocked now. Be careful, Shepard, and please do what you can to keep Rhaegar alive.
Трофеи.
We've been spotted.
Machine cowards! The drones can hide!
Рвем вперед. Черт, 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 черт. Прячемся. Ломаем броню. Пошли осмотримся теперь. Патроны. На этой планете тактика хорошая. Просто прорваться вперед и перегасить всех. В общем, работает. Спускаемся.
Son of a bitch! Move!
Get down!
Наш старый знакомый из первой
This is
части.
why I follow you, Shepard. Big things.
Винтовка. Снесем для начала щит.
Impact shot. Wait.
Watch out! Piece of crap's repairing it.
Куда он делся? Так нечестно. Это подстава.
That damn thing won't...
Over here! Get to cover! Squad leader Kэл'Rigar, Migrant Fleet Marines. We talked on the radio before that dropship arrived. I still got no idea why you're here. This ain't the time to be picky. Tally's inside over there. The Geth killed the rest of my squad, and they're trying to get to her. Best I've been able to do is draw their attention.
Are you sure she's still alive?
The observatory is reinforced. Even the Geth will need time to get through it. And it's hard to hack a door when someone's firing rockets at you. The Geth are near platoon strength, but the Colossus is the worst part. It's got a repair protocol. Huddles up and fixes itself. I can't get a clear shot while it's down like that. I tried to move in closer, and one of the bastards punched a shot clean through my suit.
How bad is your suit damaged?
Combat SEALs clamped down to isolate contamination, and I'm swimming in antibiotics. The Geth might get me, but I'm not gonna die from an infection in the middle of a battle. That's just insulting.
What can you tell me about the battlefield?
Right side's got a catwalk with a sniper perch. You could wreak some havoc from there, but none of my men made it past the Geth. The middle's got cover, but the damn Colossus has a clear shot at you the whole time, and you've got Geth coming in from both sides. The left gives you some cover from the Colossus, but your ass is hanging out for the Geth. That's how I got shot.
Any ideas on how to deal with the Colossus?
Standard protocol with armature-class units is to sabotage the shields and whittle it down, you know? Kill it with bug bites. But the repair protocol blows that plan to hell. You try to wear it down, it just huddles up and fixes itself. So whatever we do has to scrap that bastard fast. Probably means getting up close, past that cover.
We need to get to Tally. Got any ideas?
Just one! I'm not moving so well, but I can still pull a trigger, and I got a rocket launcher that the sun hasn't fried yet. You move in close. I'll keep the Colossus busy, maybe even drop its shields. With luck, you'll be able to finish it off.
You've done enough, Rieger. You don't need to throw your life away.
Wasn't asking your permission. My job is to keep Tally safe. This is our best.
We don't have enough people on our side for you to take one for the team. Stand down!
I'm not gonna stand there while you run into enemy fire. They killed my whole squad.
And if you want to honor your squad, watch my back. I need you here in case they bring reinforcements.
All right, Shepard. We'll do it your way. Hit him for me. Kilo Salai.
Look right.
Предлагаю пойти поверху. Черт. Что ж так трясет? Черт. Осторожно. Ребята, нежнее стреляйте. Я не хочу умереть.
Yeah, right on your ass.
Прощай. Черт. Гранату.
I'll put them down.
Сейчас рванет. Двигаемся. Не вставайте на моем пути. Черт. Твою ж ты. Короче, после этой смерти я понял, что пора менять пистолет. Вот и весь сказ. Он слишком медленно стреляет. Ждем. Прощай. Двигаемся. Черт. Черт. Гранату. Прячемся. Гранату. Тише, тише. Вперед. Да двигайся ты. Черт, черт. Гранату. Черт. Аккуратно. Отлично. А теперь давайте вломим ему. По самой не хочу. Хорошо пошло. Пошли собирать трофеи.
One more.
Еще заряд.
Just a second. I locked the door. There, that should do it.
Пригодится.
Nice job! Now get to Tali. I'll just be a minute.
Вперед. Еще ряди.
Just let me finish this download.
Получена импульсная винтовка гетов. Любопытно.
Thank you, Shepard. If not for you, I would never have made it out of this room. This whole mission has been a disaster. I wish I'd joined you back on Freedom's Progress, but I couldn't let anyone take my place on something this risky.
A lot of Quarians lost their lives here. Was it worth it?
I don't know, Shepard. It wasn't my call. The Admiralty Board believed the information here was worth sacrificing all our lives for. I have to believe that they know what's best.
I didn't ask what some admiral thought. I asked what you thought.
A lot of people died here. Some of them were my friends. All of them were good at their jobs. That damn data better be worth it. The price was too high.
What can you tell me about your research here?
Hestrom's sun is destabilizing. Back when this was a Quarian colony, it was a normal star. It shouldn't change that quickly.
Any idea what's destabilizing the sun?
If I had to guess, I'd say that it was dark energy affecting the interior of the star. The effect is similar to when stars blow off mass to enter a red giant phase, but Hestrom's sun is far too young for this to be natural.
It looks like I just saved your mission. Maybe now your people will let me steal you for my mission.
Just let me transmit the data from a secure channel, then I can leave with you. And if the admirals have a problem with it, they can go to hell. I just watched the rest of my team die.
Maybe not the whole rest of your team, ma'am.
Rhaegar, you made it.
Your old captain's as good as you said. Damn Colossus never stood a chance.
Tali's coming with me. I hope that's not a problem.
Not as long as it's her choice.
It is. Thank you, Rhaegar.
I'll pass the data to the Admiralty Board and let them know what happened. She's all yours now, Shepard. Keep her safe.
Cerberus saw footage of you in action, Tal'i'Zora. We're looking forward to having you on the team. Your engineering expertise will really benefit the mission.
I don't know who you are, but Cerberus threatened the security of the migrant fleet. Don't make nice.
That's why you're here, Tali. I need people who aren't Cerberus. People I can trust.
I wasn't part of what happened to the migrant fleet, but I understand your distrust. I hope we'll get past that as we work together.
I assumed that you were undercover, Shepard. Maybe even planning to blow Cerberus up. If that's the case, I'll loan you a grenade. Otherwise, I'm here for you, not for them.
If it helps, check out the Normandy while you're here. We've gotten a few upgrades.
I'll get Tal'i'Zora the necessary security clearance to access our systems.
Please do. I can't be part of your team if I don't know how the ship works. Remember, Shepard, these people thought enslaving Thorian creepers and Rachni was a good idea. I'll be in engineering.
Don't forget to introduce yourself to Edie, the ship's new artificial intelligence.
Пошли улучшим наше оружие. Нам сюда. Исследовать. Исследовать. И поменяем пистолет. Пускай лучше будет палач. Да. Давайте сходим, спустимся к Тали и почитаем почту.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Thinking about past missions. Got a minute? You might learn something. Trying to remember... what was his name? Solarian infiltration specialist. 100-story man. Guy could disable a station security with a few taps on an Omni tool. He went to work with Eclipse a few years back. Had to kill him for a job. Your Morden Solus kind of reminds me of him. Nice ship you got here. Roomy. Last ship I worked on, 2 men couldn't walk past each other in the hall unless they were really good friends. I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
Этой байки я пока от него не слышал. Что-то новое.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Can you do anything to give the Normandy an edge over a collector ship?
Definitely. With the right supplies, I can fortify our shields. The collectors cut through the Normandy's barriers immediately last time. My upgrades might give us a better chance.
Улучшить. Крутой щит. Ну хорошо.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Can you do anything to give the Normandy an edge over a collector ship?
My shield fortification will help, but I don't think there is much more I can do.
How's the Normandy running?
Say what you will about Cerberus. They know how to build ships. The Normandy's running even better than before. I don't know if it can stand up to a collector attack, though. I'm researching some ideas that might help.
Is the new Normandy giving you any trouble?
Please, Shepard, I'm a Quarian. Give me a chunk of scrap metal, a circuit board, and some element zero, and I'll have it making precision jumps. I was worried about working with Cerberus engineers, but they know what they're doing, and they've been very polite.
Have you got time to talk?
We didn't really have time to chat while taking out Geth on Hestrom, did we? I can't believe so many people died. Thank you again for getting Kэл'Rigar out alive. All for data about stars blowing up. I hope the Admiralty Board gets some use out of it.
Tell me about the fleet's Admiralty Board.
It's one of 2 major political powers among my people. The admirals make decisions related to defense or needing immediate action. They also handle major criminal charges, like treason. The other political power is the Conclave, a group of representatives from each ship. They make most of our laws and fleet decisions.
Any news yet on the data you sent?
I'm not likely to hear anything for a while, or on an unsecured channel for that matter.
Have you heard any word about Kэл'Rigar? Did he survive his injuries?
He sent me a message. It looks like he'll make a full recovery. Anytime you get a suit puncture, it's a matter of luck. Rieger got out with a relatively minor infection.
Having any trouble settling back in on the Normandy?
I like the quiet. I miss the old faces, though. Presley, Engineer Adams, all of them. It doesn't seem right having Cerberus in charge of this ship. Are you sure working for them is the right thing to do?
Does it look like they're pulling the strings, Tali? I'm not working for them. They're working for me.
So you ordered the listening devices and tracking beacons that are all over this ship. I know you need resources to fight the Collectors, but be careful, Shepard.
I caught some tension back on Freedom's Progress, and again when you first came aboard. What happened between Cerberus and the Quarians?
They attacked one of our ships, the Idena. It seems they were attempting to kill or control a young human biotic who was on the fleet. I don't really know the details. I do know that Cerberus made an enemy of the Quarian people.
I fully expect them to betray us at some point, and we'll be ready.
I'm glad to hear that, Shepard. Just let me know how I can help. For now, I should get back to work. Thanks for coming by.
Kenneth, what has the new shielding done to your power grid balance?
Not much. With built-in capacitor subsystems, they have a surprisingly low draw.
Doesn't that mean the shielding boost wouldn't last long under fire?
True. They're built for hard, fast strikes, not firefights of attrition.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Have you got time to talk?
I really need to clean up this engine. Maybe later?
I'll let you work.
Talk to you later.
Хорошо.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Здесь ничего нового.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
Вниз спускаться смысла нет. Грюнд все еще в депрессии. Давайте съедем наверх.
Shepard.
What are your impressions of Miranda and Jacob?
Jacob is an earnest young man. Events will either forge him into a great man or utterly destroy him. Miranda is undoubtedly a hard woman. I respect her strength and determination. She carries many burdens and doesn't share them with others, as it should be.
How do you think our mission is going?
Spirits are high. We have a strong team and everyone is committed.
Anything new?
There is something I've wanted to tell you. I've done many things in my lifetime. I thought the galaxy held nothing new for me. Since joining you, I've realized how much more there is.
You must have seen many things in your years of travel.
As a maiden, I served as a mercenary. I fought tyrants and pirates. I experienced everything the galaxy has to offer. As a Justicar, I saw parts of a sorry space few know about. I destroyed villages and saved cities. I even fought a Spectre.
Why did you fight a Spectre?
A Taurian named Nihilus. He may have been on council business, but I witnessed him kill an unarmed civilian. Following the code, I attacked.
When we met, I witnessed you kill a merc who had no chance against you.
That mercenary was armed, and I offered her a way out. She chose to ignore it.
Nihilus seemed like an honorable Turian, and a good Spectre.
He may have been. However, killing unarmed civilians is wrong.
How did the fight turn out?
I had the advantage, but he was good. He returned fire and tried to run. We played cat and mouse in the wilderness for 2 weeks. It was exhilarating. Finally, he created a situation in which my only options were to let an innocent die or pursue him. The code compelled me to save the innocent, and he escaped. I admire how he adapted and used my code against me.
What have your years as a Justicar been like?
Mostly tedium and hardship. traveling on freighters, wandering through rural areas, rooting out injustices, big and small, putting down corrupt officials. When I arrive in a remote area, individuals often approach me with matters of justice. My judgment rarely turns out the way they hope.
How do you pay for transportation between worlds?
Asari captains often welcome Justicars. We reduce pirate attacks. One raid was called off when the pirates were able to verify that I was aboard.
Why would you destroy an entire village?
I tracked Morinth to a remote colony world. She'd perverted an entire town, making them worship her and bring young Asari as sacrifices. When I arrived, she fled, throwing her minions at me in waves. They bought her time with their lives. When it was done, only small children remained. I left them in the authorities' care and continued my pursuit.
What was being a mercenary like?
I was a young, impulsive maiden who discovered her talent for combat. I reveled in it, until the day my troop was hired to guard a mysterious shipment on its way to some clandestine drop-off area. I discovered the shipment was slaves, to be traded to the collectors for advanced technology.
You supported the slave trade?
In my foolish youth, I'd certainly engaged in questionable practices, but never anything patently unjust. I demanded that we turn around. My mates disagreed. After they were dead, I brought the ship around. The collector craft was just arriving. They closed faster than I could flee. Fortunately, we were close to the mass relay. I got through, and they did not pursue.
What did you do with all the slaves?
I lectured them on the virtues of strength and defending oneself. Then I distributed the armor, weapons, and credits of my dead colleagues, and released the captives on the Citadel.
We're not done with this yet.
I am sure. It will be my honor to be by your side at the end.
You think we're all gonna die?
You've assembled a powerful group, but we are fighting an unknown. I am ready for whatever comes, but I do not fool myself about our chances.
Our lives are secondary to completing the mission.
Agreed. Shepard.
How are you?
Perhaps we could speak later. I wish to meditate.
I should go.
Of course.
Давайте поговорим с Тейном. Здесь новостей нет.
Do you need something?
You mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all.
There's something else I'd like to talk about.
Ask.
Have a few minutes to talk?
Very well. I had been recording a message for Kolyat.
How are things going with him?
It is difficult. All things worth keeping are. I never explained. I suppose the story of my wife's death took you by surprise.
As a rule, I'm not fond of surprises.
I didn't think it would be relevant. I expected to die without speaking to Kolyat again. I knew he'd blame me for Irika's death. That memory I mentioned before. Laser dot trembles on the target's skull. The smell of spice on a spring wind. Sunset eyes defiant in the scope. That was Irika. That was how I met her. She saw my targeting laser as she walked by and threw herself in the way.
So how did she go from blocking your shot to having your children?
I had to meet her. The memory possessed and endowed me. I fell on my knees before her, begged her pardon. She introduced me to the world beyond my work. Eventually, she forgave me. Later, she loved me.
I guess she impressed you.
She woke me up. Her body trembles, not fear. Indignation. Her mouth moves. How dare you? You and I trained to sacrifice ourselves to save others. How often does a civilian step in the way of a bullet to protect someone they've never met? I thought she was the goddess Hirashu. She met my eyes through the scope, and my purpose faltered.
When you talked to Kolyat, you said she died.
I let myself become complacent. I thought Irika and Kolyat were safe. I stayed away too long, and my enemies came for her.
Who came for her?
Batarians.
A slaver ring that was preying on Hanar outer colonies. I'd killed their leaders. They paid the shadow broker to find out who I was. But they were afraid of me. So they went after her.
You're a smart man, Thane. You didn't take precautions?
I did. I should have done more. I knew my family was vulnerable. I accepted my death when I was 12. Nothing could make me accept theirs. My body hunted her killers, murdered them. I was taught to grant death quickly, cleanly, to minimize suffering. Them, I let them linger.
I don't blame you. They killed innocents to get to you.
For you and me, death is business. For people like them, it is sport. I haven't spoken about my wife, and I don't think I ever have. I didn't have anyone left to tell it to.
Thane, the worst thing is to face death with regrets. You're part of my crew, and I consider you a friend. If there's anything I can help you with, just ask.
I've never been part of a team. Assassins tend to be solitary. I'm learning the virtues of facing death with others at your side. It's a work in progress. Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Later. I'd like to consider what we've already discussed.
I should go.
I shall return to my meditations.
Пошли попробуем поговорить с Мирандой. Или, может быть, даже с Касуми.
Hey, got a minute? It must have been really hard for Samara to ask you to help kill her own daughter. She told me she really appreciated your help. As hardcore as she is, I'm not sure she could have done it without you. I'm glad to hear Thane and his son are back in touch. It'll be hard, but I think they'll be fine. Mess Sergeant Gardner might just be an evil genius. Emphasis on the evil. The food's gotten better lately, though. I guess his reputation will take time to heal. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
Commander, what can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard. Maybe another time.
Anything I should know regarding the Normandy?
The crew's working well, and the ship appears to be performing to specifications.
I'll let you work.
Of course, Commander.
Давайте навестим Гариуса.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
Калибровка все еще в разгаре.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
Ну хорошо, тогда либо поговорим с Джейкобом, либо с Джокером. И на этом закончим.
I had a wonderful chat with your friend Tali. She's not what I expected from her psych report. I like her.
Tally's a good friend. We've been through a lot together.
My female intuition says she wants to be more than just good friends.
That can't be right. Our relationship is completely platonic.
It's in her body language. How she turns to you when you enter the room. How she watches your every move. Quarians are so fascinating to me. But they also make me a little sad.
Why do they make you sad?
Their environment suits are so beautiful, but with their immune systems, they're trapped inside. I wonder what they look like under those helmets, or what their skin feels like under those suits.
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
I better go.
Okay.
Окей.
Commander, can I help you with something?
How are we doing, Jacob? What's your sense of the mission?
Felt good to take that collector ship, but we need to find a way to take it to them. That's a big step. May as well be out in airlock. Anything else, Commander?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
I'm good, Shepard. Ready for anything. We live, we'll get loud, and spill some drinks on the Citadel.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Тут ничего нового. И остался Джокер.
It's great to see Tali on board, Commander, just like old times. It is her, right? I mean, because with the mask, it's... Ah, never mind.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
So, how do you think we're doing?
Well, the Normandy's good. Everything's upgraded and better than ever. If we're talking about the crew, you'd probably have to ask a people person.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last. Grunt is... not a stabilizing element, Commander. Zaid is like you, but takes checks. As long as it's not my money, we're good. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Хорошо, на этом мы закончим и продолжим в следующей серии. С вами был Леха, всем пока!